And good morning and welcome to VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Friday the 24th of September. And Paul, it seems like I've set up a bit of a storm with this whole working from home and working in the office and flexible working. It's all over the BBC. What do you think,
Yeah.
Paul? Have I said something I shouldn't have said?
Well, any press is good press, isn't it? So that's good for VSA, I guess.
Well, I think you also have to put it into context. I mean, I am very clear that different jobs require different requirements. I always say, a pilot working from home doesn't really work, does it? Sort of got to be in the aeroplane.
Yeah,
And
it's hard. It's hard to do lots of different jobs if you have to be present in order to physically do them. So
yeah, I'm not sure how much people would feel about, if they went to have surgery or something, how they'd feel if their surgeon said, well, actually, I'm doing flexible working. I'll do it from home today. They may be a little bit stressed by that. Anyway, we're not on for this debate. We're here to talk about mining. Actually, I thought I might just there's not a lot of news around this morning, Paul. There's two things I wanted to catch up with you. The first is, didn't we have a competition at the beginning of September? Picking a stock, whose would be the best performer?
yes, I think so.
And I picked Tectonic.
I was hoping you didn't
and
bring
they're up
that up.
54%.
What's that?
I picked Tectonic, and they're up 54%.
Yep, and mine's down about 10%, I think, or something like that. So
yeah, what was your stock?
Tharissa.
Tharissa, that's right. So I think I won that competition.
I think you did.
Yeah. Anyway, also it's worth commenting, tins just hit another record high at 36,300. There's a real squeeze going on in the tin market. But of course, that's pretty important for our IPO, which starts, the roadshow starts next week, of Tungsten West, because it's obviously mainly tungsten, but 20% of their business is tin, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. And when you consider that the tin price was less than half that amount, or well less than half that amount, only about 30% of that 36,000 just 12 months ago, you're really talking about a significant change in dynamic in the market here. And the question now is just how long will this pressure on the tin needs be out there? I mean, it's so much into the electronic space is where it's used for soldering, and we all are otherwise, or the marketplace otherwise, very much aware of the semiconductor shortage, which is extending into 2022 for sure. So, yeah, it's quite the dynamic market at the moment.
Look, it all helps with the IPO. The roadshow starts next week. We've got a great lineup for the first week. Every slot is sort of full. I think it's going to go exceptionally well as an IPO. If you want to get in touch with us about it, then please do. Let's turn into news this morning, Paul. I think there's an awful lot. There's a few itsy bitsy stuff, but anything you want to highlight?
Yes, the pretty big deal there announced by the ASX listed copper miner Sandfire Resources. Another M&A deal for them. This time they're buying the 100% of the Aguastinitas copper complex in Spain from Trafigura and the Abu Dhabi state mining firm Mubadala Investment. Purchase price $1.865 billion US. So very much a big league deal here. And the deal will catapult Sandfire into the category of major global copper producers because it more than doubles the size of the company. And the company already has the operating mine in West Australia, the DeGrussa, but also has the T3 deposit in Botswana, also in construction at the moment. So definitely wheeling and dealing here for Sandfire Resources.
As you say, now it's a $1.1 billion company, Aussie dollar, obviously. It's a big company, isn't it? And it just shows that actually deals can be done in the copper space. They are out there.
Yes, and there's still more to be done. And as you say, they are out there if people are willing to put the deals together through corporate advisors like VSA, I think.
No, very good one there, Paul. I like it. Anything else you want to mention?
I should mention Iofina, which is the London quoted iodine producer in the USA, put out their interims today. Revenue was up by 27% to $19.9 million, and a pre-tax profit or profit after tax was up 164% to $3.5 million or a per share amount of 0.018 cents. or 1.8 cents, I should say. They did have a little bit lower production in the first half than they were expecting because of some extreme weather events, but it isn't going to hold them back in H2, they say. And they are in discussions now in order to put in yet another iodine extraction plant, number 9 for them in the U.S. They tend to be small and at multi-well, but small number of well size facilities. Just to remind investors too that iodine in the world, the dominant producer is the lithium miner in Chile, SQM.
Okay. That's probably about it. There's not a lot of news actually out there today, Paul. I hope everybody has a splendid weekend. And of course, we'll be back next week as we wander around with the Tungsten West team. But we'll still be talking on the minor. Very good, Paul. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.